Oh, it's got a lot of infrared, in this thing.
Well, Monument sent me another grill. That's box 1 of 2. That's box 2 of 2. So I got some work to do.
Hey, welcome to Big Lou Barbecue, and other things I want to do. Today we're going to be reviewing the Denali 605 Pro Grill from Monument Grills. Denali, if you don't know, is the name of the what used to be called Mount McKinley up in Alaska. They changed the name to Denali. Actually, it was Denali before Mount McKinley. They changed it back. Anyway, that's a big mountain, and this is a big grill. Big grill. And it's got a lot of infrared on it. All right, all 7 burners really are infrared, okay? It's got something, well, I'm gonna talk to you about the features. I'll talk to you about the features. I'm gonna show you how it came boxed, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the assembly process, demonstrate the features, all right? Look, this is gonna be a long video, so I'm gonna put chapter times down below, okay? And so we're gonna talk about unboxing and assembly, but I'm not gonna show you the assembly or the full unboxing because those kind of videos are boring, but I'll talk to you about any major issues that come up with it. And I'll talk to you about the features of it, and then I'm gonna demonstrate a cook with chicken legs because it's got this really cool chicken leg rack cooking thing. It also cooks jalapeno peppers and stuff, and does what you need a warming rack to do also. It's also got a rotisserie kit with it. In the upcoming videos, I'll be doing rotisserie, and I'll be showing off those infrared burners with steaks and stuff in other videos. But this video is just an introduction to the Monument Grills Denali 605 Pro, so here's how unboxing and assembly went.
I said I wasn't going to do an unboxing, but I want to show you. The cardboard crates are reinforced with plywood or wood boards or whatever. Every Monument grill I've had, whenever it's needed to be reinforced with something, that's nice. And they have these little stickers on the boxes that let you know that they've been quality controlled and passed. And I don't know, how truthful that is, but it makes me feel better knowing they got the sticker on the boxes. Well, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Let's take a look at it. I'll stop singing, y'all. All right, clear view lid. I'll have some advice on how to keep this clean and what to do if you let it get real dirty at the end of this video. Okay, it comes with a rotisserie kit. You don't have to buy it extra. Of course, you wouldn't use the rotisserie kit with the warming rack in place. So I'm gonna take the rotisserie kit out. We'll take a look at the warming rack. Before I do that, the rotisserie kit does not have a handle on the end. It does have a little thing to help it rotate there. It fits perfectly, but when you take it off, you're gonna need to get mitts or something and use a pot holder at mitts or something to grab it, because there is not a cool plastic or Bakelite handle out here to hold the spit. All right, the lid, double walled, and the inside wall is embossed with Monument. Now that won't stay shiny because we'll be cooking on it. The sides, I believe these are that cast aluminum, I believe, but they're feel pretty sturdy, and I like the fact that they're black. I really do. See the sun setting in the west through that clear view glass, and like I said, I'll give you some advice on how to keep it clean toward the end of this video. All right, the warming rack. It's stainless steel. Over here, this looks like a normal warming rack. This side right here has holes in it. You can put jalapenos in there and stand them up for jalapeno poppers and stuff like that. You can put chicken legs, maybe even turkey legs in there and hang stuff, okay? You could probably even hang like a squash or something in there. But anyway, we're gonna do chicken legs first on this thing, so we will be testing that feature out. Porcelain coated cast iron grates. This one is smaller than this one. That was the same size as the griddle. I'll show you that in a minute. And these two have a circle that comes out. I think Monument offers some stuff that goes in here, maybe a cast iron griddle, maybe a pizza stone or something like that goes into this middle. I've got a 12-inch pizza stone and it doesn't quite fit. It doesn't quite fit in here. It just kind of sits on the edge. So I know my 12-inch pizza stone doesn't fit. I wonder if I could set a skillet down there or something like that. And again, this way I have it set up, this is right over the infrared sear burner. We're gonna take a look at that in a minute. So you got five normal burners, and this one right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left to the right, or second from the right to the left, has a red knob on it. That is the infrared sear burner, so it's gonna burn hotter than all the others. Okay, now I got the grill grates out, and these are the flame tamers, and I tell you what, they are much more sturdy than the one I had last year. The one I had last year was solid, but these are quite rugged, quite rugged, shaped differently, and the burners are shaped differently. Instead of having a bunch of little pinholes, they've got a lot of little lines that come through here. So I'll get the gas hooked up in a bit and we'll take a look at it.
Look, I didn't know the name for those kind of burners, and evidently they are called infrared blade burners. I could easily tell the first time I turned it on that was something different. It cooked a little bit different than normal propane stuff. That's because it's infrared.
But this one right here, yeah, that's an infrared sear burner, so I can get steaks really hot right here over that portion, which leaves me puzzled about that. So anyway, that's what that looks like, and I've let the sun set a little bit, so it's not quite so bright in the back. Maybe we can see what these lights look like. Can you see that? Now these aren't on yet because I don't have the gas hooked up, but when you turn it on high, it's red, and when you turn it down to low, it turns sort of a lighter red or an orange. And now there's no in between. It's not like more orange and more red or anything. It's either like red or orange or white. So it's just basically 3 little LED lights, and which one comes on in there is how it works. I'll show you what they look like lit up. I'll hook the gas tank up to it in just a little bit. All right. I've seen some reviews on the Denali before this, and they had a side burner. Like I could put pots and pans on it. If I wanted to sear a steak, I could put a cast iron skillet on it and sear the steak in the cast iron skillet. This one has one of these infrared side burners. Now the grill I had last year from Monument had this too. And like, if you don't know, I did turn that, give that over to my dad. It still has it, but I never actually got to use it. He's used it a few times, but I never actually used it other than turn it on. If I've got a sear burner here, why do I need an infrared sear burner here? I'd rather just have something I could cook with. Now it does have where it can go high or low, and I remember the one last year going low. I guess I could turn it off and turn it lower and actually put a pot here. My Dutch oven does fit here, so I could use it to fry. I don't know if that's more efficient than a regular burner or not, but the point is that I guess I could boil water with it. I saw somebody on YouTube saying that you can, but I didn't see anybody actually doing it. So perhaps I could use this as just a stove with a pot or a frying pan or something as well as searing steaks without heating up the whole grill, if all I want to do is cook one little thin sirloin or something real quick. So if it works as so I could cook, that's fine. If all it does is steer steaks, then I'm a little disappointed I don't have a regular burner. Now granted, when I say disappointed, I realize Monument sent me this grill and I'm proud to have it, but it'd be more useful to have a burner if that doesn't boil or deep fry or something like that with a pot or a skillet on it. All right, let's take a look under here. Oh, I do have some fingerprints right there I'll need to wipe off, but it is stainless steel. All right, so this side, the doors fit perfectly. I didn't have to make any adjustments or anything. I'm quite satisfied with it. It does come with a cover, which is down here. And now this is one of the Monument Grill's wood boxes, and this is from my one from last year, so it's been well used. I don't get new ones with this one, but you can order these, and what you do, let me turn it around so I can reach it. What you do is you set it right there between your burners, fits perfectly, and you can put wood chips in there and get a smoking effect on stuff that you cook. Also, that grill grate is out because this is going in. Now this doesn't come with it either, it's extra, but I bought this last year, and that's a cast iron griddle, so I can make, let's say, eggs and bacon, Philly cheesesteak. I have some videos in the other grill where I do cook breakfast on this thing. Could cook Philly cheesesteak, fajitas, stuff like that, shrimp. All right, oops, I'm banging stuff up, doing this one-handed, but it is a heavy piece of cast iron. And it fits like that too with grill grates. So if you get some small vegetables or shrimp or something, you don't want them falling through the grates. If you get one of these griddles from Monument, it fits right in there. Now, of course, you could use any griddle you want to, just set it on top of the grate. But that one from Monument fits right in there like it's made for it. Because you know why? it's made for it. But I'm gonna store it down there because I'm gonna go ahead and normally use the regular grill grate just like that. All right, so that's that side of the cabinet. I do have the cover's fantastic, really well made. I'll show you the cover in a little bit. Now right down here is where the propane goes, and that drawer slides out. And I want to tell you a little bit about when I'm putting this together. It tells you to put that on there, and it tells you to put that battery cover on there after you have the grill top on. Skip ahead in the instructions and put that on first, and put that on first before putting the grill top on. Monument should rearrange those steps. It's a lot easier to put that on before you put the grill grate on. I knew that already, so I did. I skipped ahead. All right, now you may notice what I got right there. This is actually a spool roll that I have from Thermoworks, and this silicone spool roll, and it's not the first time. It's never had a non-Thermoworks brand probe in there, but I got a few of these, and I'm gonna roll up my probes that go to this thing and just store them right there on a magnet like that. I'll have a link down below if you want to kit one of these things from Thermoworks. Monument may sell them, I don't know, but I know I have 2 of them already from Thermoworks and I'm going to use them. But if you don't have something like that, you could of course just store your probe on the tool hooks. These are on both sides. Now when I did the Mesa review for their other grill back in the beginning of March, I mentioned that the tool hooks on that one were integral to the shelf. They were built in. And what I meant was you didn't have to screw on the hooks. Well, here you got to screw on this whole plastic part. I guess that's good because if these tool hooks break, then you can just replace this part and don't have to replace the whole shelf. Whereas the other one, if they were to break, I don't imagine that they're breaking either case, but if they did break, you'd have to replace the whole shelf. But these are not, that comes from a separate plastic part. But you could certainly just hang your probes from there if you didn't have one of those magnet things. So that's up to you, you know. I like the magnet thing. All right, of course, that's where you turn the lights on or off. This is where you turn on. That's going to tell the temperature. It's 63 degrees out here right now on this fine April evening. The temperature probe is right there. It's got a guard on it, so it's underneath there, so stuff doesn't get on it. And then you'd plug your probe ports in. Looks like they've got 3 places to plug the ports in, but there's only 2 probes, so I don't really know why there's 3. Now I haven't loaded up the app yet. I'll do that before the end of this video, but there is a Bluetooth app where you can monitor temperatures from 115 feet away, and that varies through your house or something. So whether or not you'll be able to monitor it in your home from your patio through the Bluetooth is up to your living situation, and whether or not you have a brick home or a wood home, or how far your living room or kitchen is from your patio, wherever you keep storing the grill. So anyway, the probes, they just plug into there. So anyway, I'll demonstrate that while we cook, and let's talk about the back of the grill real quick, and then we're gonna cook some chicken legs, and I got some other stuff to cook too before this video ends. All right, here's the back of the grill. That is the grease tray, and it slides out. I cover mine with aluminum foil before I use them. But look at this. That's where the grease strippings come. And Monument even includes a disposable tray with their branding on it. So it's upside down. It says Monument. Well, no, that's right. Monument right there with the disposable tray. The standard disposable trays fit in there. All right, let's get to cooking. All right, it's down under my patio where we're going to use it. Let's turn the lights on, and they're looking beautiful. Let's turn that on. Now, I removed these 3 grates, the one with the circle place. So you can look at what the flames look like there. That'll be under the flame tamer. And we can see what the infrared sear burner looks like too. So I'll tell you what, I'll light that one first. Well, you missed it, but I got them both on. I hadn't got this one on yet. Let's get that on. And it lights right up. So that's what the flames look like coming straight out of those straight holes, those lines, instead of the little pinholes that I've had on most of my gas grills. That's already turning orange, and boy, is it putting out some serious heat. Serious heat. Thermometer hasn't changed yet, but I guess it will. Putting out some major heat right now. All right, and you can see that this one is beginning to glow orange underneath there because that one's real high too. I'm turning the others on high. I got some oils to burn off of here. Need to put these heat tints down, and I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down to low, and that down to low as I set these things in there because that is hot. That one's a little tricky. You gotta get it around the thermometer. All right, I'm gonna put the grill grates back on. I'm gonna light this up. I'm gonna let it go for about a good 5 minutes or so before I start cooking the chicken legs.
All right, let's cook some chicken legs. First cook on there, chicken legs came out wonderful. Might have been a little better if I'd used that smoker box to put some wood chips in it. I just forgot to do that.
All right, I'm running at 327. These three are off. I'll let it burn for 5 minutes to burn off any oils. I do want to get it up about 400, so I'm going to just turn those right till they turn red. You can watch the knobs turn from orange to red. And that's about where I'm going to have them set. I'm trying to get that to 400, so we'll see how it goes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some peri-peri chicken. Probably should wear gloves for this, but the chicken legs go right in there like that, and that is high. Yeah. And then you slide them over like that. I'm going to do this without holding the camera. I should have a tripod so I don't burn my hand again. But we're just going to hold chicken legs in there just like that. I managed to get them all in there without burning my knuckles. And yep, I did set up a probe. Look at that. For somebody that's as tech-tarded as me. And I got it set for 180. Right now they're reading 48. So that'll tell me. If you're wondering what I'm using, I love peri-peri chicken. That's Nomo peri-peri rub. And I use that a lot. And Nando's peri-peri sauce. This is the garlic, the medium sauce. I usually have the hot or the extra hot on hand, but this is what I got tonight. So when they get close to done, I'll baste them in that. So that's what we're using for the chicken. No recipe tonight. I put a grill together and just, you know, using store-bought stuff. So I'm cheating tonight. Okay, they did have a really loud beep on it when they got to 180, but once it got to 185, it stopped. So those chicken legs are about done. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these down to the orange. And we're gonna sauce them. The sauce is ready to go right there. I did check them with an instrument heat thermometer. They're all done. So we'll go ahead and just put the sauce here. I'm just gonna brush the sauce on each one of them. It'll be a little harder to get in the back, but I'm gonna do my best. Look, I figured out to get it in the back. If I just put it there, it'll drip on down the leg. So just doing that to sauce the ones in the back, and I brushed it on the ones in the front. Okay, here they are as they came off the grill. I applied the sauce, let them stay on for about another 5 minutes or maybe longer. I'm gonna add the rest of the sauce to them, and they just smell delicious. I love peri-peri chicken.
Hey, the chicken legs were good, and I've cooked some other things on it too. I cooked some pork chops the other day. Look, that infrared side burner, that's a lot of infrared, okay? The main grates, burners, the 5 main burners in there. You got 4, then you've got the ceramic infrared burner, and then you've got another one of those blade infrared burners. They get up to 705 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot. The other one, the ceramic one there in the cooking chamber gets, hey, advertised over 900 degrees. And the one on the side, man, that could cremate a small lapdog or a house cat or some other beloved house pet. I'm telling you what, that thing gets hot. And I pointed my gun at it. It goes out at 1200 degrees, and it was too high for that gun. So that little infrared gun I got. So that's too much infrared if it's too high for the infrared thermometer gun, you know. That's from ThermoWorks too. Yeah, like I said, there'll be a link down below, but this is a Monument Grill video. So look, I like the infrared stuff. That's cool. This is called the Pro Grill. And if you are into sous vide, that's where they boil stuff in bags and then go out and sear it. This may be the perfect grill for you. If you entertain with a lot of steaks, that little side burner, I had that on my old Monument Grill last year that my dad now owns. I didn't use it very much, but I had a side burner, you know, another side burner. There was a burner on each side. You can't do that with this grill because you got the electronics on that one side. You don't want to overheat those, so I get it, right? But that side burner there, it needs to cook for me. If it doesn't cook, I would rather have just a regular side burner that I could cook gravies and sauces and stews and put on a pot of oil and cook up French fries to go with my burgers. I like side burners on gas grills so that I can fry up French fries, you know? I did that with the Mesa that they sent me last year. If you see that review, I fried up French fries in it. So can you cook with this thing? It's designed to sear steaks really, really hot. I've already got the infrared burners on the inside, especially that ceramic one on that broil zone that it has. Does this thing cook? Well, so I tested it. Well, what's the best way to test to see if it could just cook stuff? Sunny up egg. Can it cook the sunny up egg without burning the bottom and cook all the way through to the white so that the whites are solid, but that yolk stays delicious and runny so you can soak up that toast? Yeah, I like sunny up eggs. If you don't, well, this is still a good test to see if it can cook. So I tried to cook a sunny up egg on it.
Okay, let's have a look-see at the sear burner. I'm gonna turn it on, push the button real quick. There we go, lights just that quick like that. Of course, you want to do it with both hands, but like I said, I'm not using my tripod tonight. It's blue, and it'll soon turn orange. It's turning orange now. We're at 24, I don't know how long we're into it, but you know, just a few seconds really. All right, that sear burner's on high. Let's see what that's reading. Too high, too high, too high. It cuts out at 1200, so. All right, that sear burner is going down as low as it'll go. Now, on high, this thing cuts out somewhere around 1200 or 1300 degrees. But the infrared gun is 773. That's still pretty hot. I think I'm gonna put a skillet on there and see what happens. Now over here, you do have to hit the igniter button, so you have to have two hands like this one, and I've got it on low. I want to just see if I can cook with it. So I'm gonna put a cast iron pan on there, and I'm dropping an egg in there and see what happens. I don't have that pot hot yet because I'm afraid about getting it too hot. But anyway, we'll see how that egg cooks. All right, I did rotate the pan so that the whole egg is over the sear burner there. And even on low, you can see that's glowing pretty red under there. But the egg is cooking. Whites on top haven't cooked yet. Of course, I'm gonna eat it sunny up. And that's not, you know, maybe I can cook on here. Maybe we can. All right, that is glowing red now, even though it's on low, so it's taking time to get hot. But my egg is cooking. The top of the whites aren't quite there yet, but you can see, or at least I can, steam actually coming up through the egg, so I know that it is going to cook. And so just a few more seconds now, and it should be ready. Hopefully that bottom is not burned. If I cook a sunny up egg, then I'm satisfied that I can actually use this to cook things if I had to instead of just sear steaks. All right, the whites have cooked to my liking. I think that's a good looking sunny up egg. And the bottom, not burned. The bottom's gonna be just fine. You can see that. So, there's breakfast.
Well, as you can see, it successfully cooked a sunny up egg. So I've got a little bit of hope that I can use that infrared burner as a side burner to boil stuff. But I don't know if it's going to be as efficient as a regular just burner ring. But, and if you got just a regular burner ring, you can always sear steaks by putting a cast iron skillet on there, getting that real hot. After you get a thick steak, you know, up to temperature, throw it in the cast iron skillet. But if you want that infrared sear, that's there. But if I can cook with it, and I'll be experimenting with that in future videos, then I really like that. If not, I would rather see Monument. You got the broil zone already. Go back to a regular burner on that. But we'll see how that goes in future videos. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Thanks to Monument Grills for sending me this video to review, this grill to review in this video. Yeah, I don't edit much stuff. I should edit that and redo it, but I'm not. You got this. Thank you, Monument, for sending me this grill to review in this video. Anyway, the Monument Grill's Denali 605. And look, like I said earlier, the other one, I donated it to my church. I'm gonna keep this one though. It's a good grill. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. I know it's a long video, but before we go, I want to talk to you a little bit about maintaining that clear glass, that clear view glass to have. It's not hard to do. Look, if I've got a short cook, like some pork chops or some steaks or something, I may go 2 or 3 cooks without cleaning the glass. And what I normally clean the glass with is denatured alcohol. It does a real good job inside and out cleaning it. If it gets real greasy, like if I do a rotisserie chicken or I do a real long like pork loin cook or something, it's been going for an hour, or it's been 2 or 3 cooks with steaks, or maybe even 6 to half a dozen cooks with short cooks, and it's kind of greasy, then I'll use a non-toxic degreaser. I like Simple Green, citru-safe works. I put this in a spray bottle and I spray it, get it ungreasy, then I hit it with denatured alcohol. But look, if you let it get real cruddy, all right, like my dad does with the one I had last year, because they've got that grill, they use it. My dad and brother, they use that grill. I go over there, it gets real cruddy. I got to get something and scrape off that crud, like an old credit card or gift card or something, plastic card, and scrape that crud off. Then I hit it with a degreaser. Then I hit it with denatured alcohol. But if you just, hit it with denatured alcohol every 3 times you use it, that glass will stay pretty clean. And if it gets greasy, use a degreaser like Simple Green, citru-safe, something like that. Anyway, glass is easy to maintain. It really isn't hard, but you do need to, clean it every now and then. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Thanks for Monument Grills for sending me this Denali grill. Third one I've got from them. Donated the first one to my dad. Donated the second one to my church. I'm going to love having this one. This is going to be my grill.